My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Vault of the Void. At the top of the episode, I would like to remind you that this series is sponsored by Spider Nest Games. There is a link at the very top of the description down below to pick up Vault of the Void for yourself on Steam. Alright, it's time for us to get back into the Daughter of the Void here, specifically the starting deck Corruption. The alternative starting deck here is Sacrifice, with the old Threshold and Soul Tithe. We might see a little bit of that over the course of this run, which I've said for each of the characters, and then ended up doing almost all Soul Tithe, or, you know, as the case was here, She, as the case was here, Blade kinds of things. So let's at least explain the base deck before we jump in, and then we'll explain the Sacrifice and Void things as they come up. Unleash Darkness deals 75% in Corruption damage. What is Corruption? So, Corruption is the key mechanic of the Daughter of the Void. As you purge cards, or through other card effects, you'll gain Corruption. Some cards will base their power on your current Corruption. Under normal circumstances, Corruption won't be consumed and can be expected to steadily increase throughout a battle. So steadily increases because you get a Corruption as you purge. The starting artifact here is Void Manipulator. Gain 1 Corruption whenever you purge a card. And you can also remove Void Stones from cards by right-clicking the card in the deck manager. Something that I am almost certainly going to forget past the end of this sentence. So it's going to allow us to gain a Corruption by purging a card, which is the way to explain the fact that we are going to have Corruption consistently go up. Another way to do it is to discard Unleash Darkness here. We can see it has a discard trigger, gain 1 Corruption. Discarding a card will only trigger if we discard the card rather than playing it. Purging is not considered discarding, so we can't just purge this for 2. We also have in this deck Cursed Shield, just blocks for 7, upgrades to also gain 2 Corruption. The Unleash Darkness upgrades to give 100% of its damage. It's also worth noting, this is not an attack, this is an ability. This deck actually currently has no attacks in it. And then Void's Kiss is here also, gains 5 Corruption. You can upgrade it to become Rigged, gains 4 by base, upgrades to be 5 and Rigged. And then finally, Spirit Shield. Block equal to your Corruption, Expel as well, so you can only play it once, and you can purge it to block for 5. So in the first couple cycles, this is, you know, block 5 from purging and gain 1 Corruption, and then eventually it is block 1 giant hit. We also have the starting spell Sift 1, it's called Curse, has a 2-cone cooldown. You Sift 1 and gain a Corruption. And sifting is discarding a card from the deck, and it is discard the keyword discard. So if I sift and discard an Unleashed Darkness, I'm going to gain 1 Corruption from the Curse ability, and then 1 Corruption from having discarded an Unleashed Darkness. Alright, let's jump in. We're on Impossible mode again. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I see some spice on this here board. Let's go left to right. Collection Plate. Blocks 8. Adds a Void card to the discard. A Void Coin, Void Coin we can see over on the left there. Gain an energy. Discard 1. It's a 0 cost affliction. When it's drawn, it will block 3 for you. When it's discarded, it will expel, and you'll draw and discard 1. Gosh, that can do a lot of stuff for us. And then upgrades to give you 2 Void Coins. Oh, we can do stuff. We can definitely do stuff with those. It's here somewhere, Recur 1. That is to return a chosen card from the discard pile to your hand, and you'll lose Corruption equal to its cost. Upgrades to gain Corruption equal to its cost instead. Then we have Soul's Kiss. Soul Tithe 4. So now we need to discuss Soul Tithe a little bit. Soul Tithe, you gain a point of Corruption for each Soul Tithe gained. At the start of your turn, you suffer threat equal to your Soul Tithe. So it is a way to gain a lot of Corruption, but you really need to have a way to defend yourself or to reduce your Soul Tithe thereafter if you want to make sure that it doesn't end up killing you. However, it can trigger threshold things, which we'll see in the future. If you have enough Soul Tithe equal to or above the threshold, it'll trigger an extra effect, that kind of thing. Soul Tithe 4, Rage 25%, Delay Block 8. If you discard this instead, Rage 50% and Expel. Upgrades just increase those numbers. Do-Over. Deal 12 damage and recur a random non-affliction card. Upgrades to 17 damage. We may end up just putting that in the deck as damage. And then Curse of Plenty. Draw 1, discard 1. When played, a copy of the card will be added to our discard. It is cloned. And if we purge this card instead, we gain a corruption. So purging this would actually give us 2 corruption. Upgrades allow it to trigger its Void Stone on purge as well. Curse of Plenty is a great card to get like a block Void Stone in or something like that. Wait, did I just re-roll it? I just clicked it. I think I accidentally re-rolled it there. Discard 1 if it's an affliction. Apply weak 1 and vulnerable 2 to all enemies. Actually, the Void Coins are affliction cards, so maybe that's really good for us. Yeah, I guess I had the ability to reroll one and didn't even know about it. We have mastered a decent amount of cards for this character, so we should be able to choose pretty much anything we want here. Null and Void is pretty good, deals 100% of corruption damage and Sift 2. Upgrades to Sift 2 random affliction cards, as well as Sifting 2. Ooh. Man. Because Sifting is discard from the draw pile. That's pretty appealing. There's also a Sever Soul over here, gives us weak. Rebounds to hand, and then we would probably discard it after that. Drawing a card, discarding a card. We've got the ability to discard quite a lot. So Diversion's pretty good as well. Just blocks 6 by base. And if you discard, it blocks more and triggers its Void Stone as well. Draw 1, discard 1. Draw 2, get discard 2 is the upgrade to Death's Embrace here. Add a Void Coin to deck. God, I really do want to get the Void Coin. Oh, I really want to get Void Coins. Alright, fine. I'm going Death's Embrace. I want to see what I can do with these. This Place of Evil, gain a random Void Stone. This is pretty good. We could also just gain an upgrade point. And one of the things that I found in my initial play of this character is that upgrade points are worth their weight in gold. All of these Cursed Shields would love an upgrade. Just gain 2 corruption when we play them. My god. I think we will take the upgrade point, although we'll probably look into our backpack first. 2 Void Coins from the collection plate looks pretty good. Let's do that. We also got a red Void Stone at the start of the fight. It's okay, I guess. Let's get the collection plate in there. Should probably also get a Death's Embrace in there. Just anything that allows us to really discard. I don't really want to use Dead to Rights unless I'm discarding specifically an affliction, though. Okay. It's probably a good enough area to start in. Ooh, we have the ability to get both of those treasures and a shrine between them. Gosh. All right, let's have a look at the map rewards. Redo, recurs a random card. Expel, upgrades to recur 2 random cards. 0 cost. Incredible card here for us. Absolutely incredible card. Click it. It's incredible for most characters, really. There's Passage Payment over here, add 2 Void cards to the discard, and Sift 2 afflictions. The thing is, Void Coin is an affliction, but its discard ability is Expel to draw and discard 1 card. So this is okay, but not incredible. Each time you discard a card, block 1, rigged Expel. Great. Sounds good for us. The acquired resistance here, at the start of each turn, threshold 6, so if you have at least 6 threshold, block 6, expel. Upgrades to be rigged. That is really, really good. I don't think I'm going to try and play too much into Soul Tithe if I can avoid it, though. Apply a vulnerable, upgrades to 2 vulnerable, and add a Void Coin to the discard. I don't really know what to do with all of these Void Coins right now. Distraction, if you discard this, gain 8 block. If you purge it, add a Void Coin to the deck. There's also a natural 20 here. Apply vulnerable 2 to all enemies, upgrades to vulnerable 4 to all enemies. It's pretty good. Duck and Weave is really, really efficient. Honestly, I'm just looking for the things that are the most efficient. Soul Block here, blocks 25 for 3 costs, but if you discard it instead, blocks 4 and gains a corruption. Things that allow me to block on discard are pretty valuable. Okay. What's the likelihood I get all of those? 0. These are mutually exclusive. It's fine. I'd prefer redo to the distraction. These aren't mutually exclusive up here near the end. So my immediate scaffolding of this is up, down, hit there, and then where do I want to go from here? Maybe down to the Seversol. And I'm mostly going here just to get that upgrade. Also gives us access to the Soul Collector, and then we can cut up from that 2 times, getting to the Dark Mime, having the ability to dupe a card by then. I mean, if I upgrade Redo right here, duping Redo just gives us a really, really powerful turn. Ramps us quite effectively. So maximum value from here on out? Wow, I actually may not take that elite. Maximum value might demand that I do this. Take the shed, take the shrine. So the cursed item is going to give us a void card. The Dark Mime is also going to give us a void card. I believe the void cards are afflictions as well. But here in the shrine, I'll be able to remove both of those and then just go to Blessed Recovery, Soul Block, upgrade it, and leave. It does suck to miss out on the Duck and Weave as well as the whole card, whole ass pack right there. But I think we ought to do it. All right, let's get about it. By the way, at the top of each of these episodes, I've also mentioned just another thing about the game and I. This episode, I'm going to mention, hey, down here in the bottom left, that looks surprisingly similar to my channel icon, doesn't it? If you go, actually, can I can't even show it right now. Wait, I can save and exit, right? Yeah. If you go to the unlock screen, go over here to card backs, and enter code WelcomeToTheRhapublic, you can unlock that card back for yourself if you'd like. And hey, if you'd like, you can also type always learning and get yourself a sneaky card too. Another sneaky back. Yeah, you know what? Let's play with a sneaky back for this episode as well. All right. Back into the fight. So this has a cooldown every second turn, so immediately I'm going to use it to discard an Unleash Darkness, getting myself 2 points of corruption. You can see the corruption is tracking itself right there. Ooh, Void Kiss is in the opening hand. Good time for it. Let's take the Void Kiss, purge. So I'm now doing 6 damage per point, per Unleash Darkness. If I purge another, we get to 8 corruption. 75% of 8 is still 6. So I can't deal enough damage this turn to kill the Throat Cutter or anything like that. I should start working on the Dark Acolyte though. So I'm going to have to defend against 10 incoming next turn. I only drew 1 defend that turn, so it's quite likely, I think, yeah, exactly, that we end up with enough defense this turn. Dark Acolyte looks like they're trying to attack a light. But I'd prefer to keep myself perfect here. We can see the inevitability creeping up as we build our corruption. Ooh, collection plate gets those 2 void cards in the discard. Love to see it. Let's purge that. Draw, discard, add a void coin to the deck. Sure. Oh, the void coin goes to the deck, not even the discard. Ooh, interesting. Ideally, I want to kill 2 of you on the same turn. I'm going to use the curse to get rid of the void coin, and then that draws and discards. We're on 17. And this is now dealing 13 damage. Draws and discards the cursed shield, and then I'm going to murder each of you. So we've reached 100% of the battle progress. We're not going to trigger a new enemy after this. So I can just take my time if I'd like. I have no reason to, though, It's all just murder. Ooh. Unshackle. Death Strike 1. So Death Strike is, if your Death Strike is equal to or higher than an attack's energy cost, trigger that attack an extra time. Reduce the Death Strike by the card's energy cost. 0 costs still reduce Death Strike by 1. So if my Death Strike is 5, I can play, any attack card with energy cost 5 or lower, and it'll trigger an extra time and reduce my Death Strike by the energy cost of the card that I played. It took me a moment, admittedly, to understand Death Strike back when I started utilizing it. If you use this as an opener, you get 3 more Death Strike, and it also expels from the deck at that rate. I'm not going to be taking either of these two, though, because Wither Shield is here. Blocks for 10 and applies slow 1. Upgrades to block 14 and applies slow 1 and weak 1. Applying slow 1 and weak 1 to an enemy can be the difference between them dealing 60 damage and them dealing 20. So, that plus 14 block... yes. Yes. I would like some greed, please. Get some essence. Oh, man. This is maddening. Gain 2 corruption. Upgrades to Purge to deal 6 damage to a random enemy and also trigger its Void Stone, but it also upgrades to just give more corruption. There's also Concentrate here. Gain 2 energy. Upgrades to have Overcharge 1 and gain 2 energy. I do like things that give us more energy. And then we have Battle Cry, and this is why it's really hard for me to do anything else here, because Battle Cries apply upgrades to apply weak and slow 2 to all enemies. By base, it's weak 2 to all enemies. This is, I'm just taking it and upgrading it and then immediately putting it into the deck. That is the level of good that we're talking about there. Let's cut a Cursed Shield, put a Battle Cry in, cut another Cursed Shield, put a Wither Shield in. Hard pass the rest of that. Blightwoods and Gloom Shrooms. It's time to award them a bop or 2. Void Kiss in the opening hand's not bad. Draw 1, discard 1. I'm just gonna ramp up my power as quickly as I can, as much as I can as well. So we've got 8 threat generated next turn. Bird Cursed Shield, use the Battle Cry. We've got 6 threat generated next turn. I should also definitely use this to discard a card. One thing the deck is currently missing is draw. I just need to find good draw. Because with that, I may actually already be in a really good position. Like, we've got very solid things available. Sure, I'll just discard it. Unleash Darkness and purge 1 from hand too. Spirit Shield. Nope. Okay. We'll Collection Plate. Purge Spirit Shield to play Void Kiss. And then I should probably just purge 2 more. Get our way up to 4 energy and 5 new cards in hand at the end of the turn. 11 damage. Oh, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. We had 9 cards left in the deck. 4 of them were defensive. 5 of them weren't. I drew all 5 that weren't. I have the ability to use the Void Coin to discard a card, but not to, you know, live. Yeah, I don't think I can kill this turn. In fact, I'm certain that I cannot. I can attack this one over here at least. Prevent the incoming 5 damage there. Seems quite minimal. There's 30 threat next turn, but a large amount of that is related to our poison. Ow. I figured I had so many defensive cards left in the drawer that I didn't need to hold any defensive cards on previous turns. Evidently, I was incorrect on said assessment. Oh, the Void Coin doesn't even expel unless it's discarded. Interesting. I'm going to discard a Void Coin, drawing and then discarding a Void Coin, which then drew and discarded for us as well. Nice. Let's block for as much as I can. Purge one more, 19 threat next turn. So our Unleash Darknesses now do 16. Draw one, discard one, add a void card to the deck. I guess I should true that first. Fine. Draw and discard you. 17. Dang. I would need them to be doing 19 damage apiece to just spread them across the board and try and end the fight fast. Evidently not possible, though. Fine. Oh, this fight really gave us some business, but I'd rather take a lot of damage in one fight than a small amount of damage in a lot of fights. Again, drew all of our non-aggression cards. Oh, why? Oh, I can't purge Void Coins? Oh, wow. Maybe I have too much Void Coin generation in the deck and not enough Void Coins spend in the deck. Should use one of those to discard the other. Alright. Murder. Now, we just picked up another Void Stone, and it is the yellow Void Stone. Good to see it. Where is the one that is going to trigger? Hang on. The 2 Void Coins to the discard. Sift 2 random afflictions. Put that into the deck. Cutting a Unleash Darkness. Discard one. We want Dead to Rights in the deck now that we have as much discard as we do. We also want things that really benefit from being discarded, and I just don't seem to have too many of those. That's what we gotta work towards, I guess. Void Kiss with a shield, Spirit Shield. Alright, do I have something on my path that I want to put the yellow Void Stone into? Each time you discard a card, block 1 from Shed is going to be really good for us ultimately. Not so much. I'm going to hold on still to the yellow... Oh, no! No, I can remove them! Oh, I actually remembered! Though. Oh my god. Okay. Let's put the red Void Stone in Death's Embrace right now, because we just play that. And... let's make Wither Shield a denser block card. Okay. Corpse Beast. The Unholy Beast is going to get stronger every turn. We're going to need to slow you as much as is possible. Drinking alcohol. At the start of each turn, gain 2 extra cards. Gain 2 less energy at the start of your turn. Now, this balances out because... or typically balances out. We've had this with every character so far, by the by. Bringing that into the new episode too. However, drinking alcohol. Gain 2 less energy at the start of your turn, draw 2 extra cards. So usually you just purge those extra 2 cards, and that's the energy, right? So you've got more options. However, we need more cards in hand to be able to discard. We need more draw. We have a lot of 0 costs. We have a lot of energy generation. And purging cards for us also gives us corruption. It's extremely drinking alcohol right there. I've never seen anything drink more alcohol than that. Purge a Cursed Shield. Enemies not damaging this turn, not damaging the next turn. Purge a Dead to Rights. Purge Dead to Rights. Yes, you are a second cycle card. Battlecry is good, but do I want to play it this turn? Probably not. Probably want to play it next turn if I can. Let's play you. Purge you, purge you, purge you. And then from the draw pile, let's discard you. So I gain no energy next turn anyway. So instead I'll just go up to 6 cards in hand. Corpse Feast is getting 2 AP every turn as well. Yes, of course. If we discard those cards, they are going to be destroyed, so that's okay though. Battle Cry, so 24 damage becomes 9. Battle Cry, good. I'll keep Wither Shield in hand for the next turn. I'm purging Cursed Shield and playing both Void's Kiss. Make sure to play the Void Coins where possible. Discarding you. Purge a Spirit Shield to... I mean... Yeah, I'll keep you slow for another turn. Sure. I could have blocked with just the Cursed Shield, though. So our hits are now 15 damage. 16? 17? Okay, well, 17's worth doing. 17 may not be worth doing. The enemy's getting stronger every single turn, but so are we. And we've actually got really good defense in this deck, too. So I am not threatened. Oh, why do you have to be in hand when I don't have an Affliction? I'm going to hold this. We'll play Collection. Getting the full defense there. I'll hold Battle Cry for a later turn as well, I think. 2 Voids to discard, sift 2 random Afflictions. So we'd sift 2 Void Coins right now. Sure. Discard an Unleashed Darkness. Discard another Unleashed Darkness. Purge you. Not taking damage next turn, so we'll actually purge the Wither Shield as well. There's 1 card left in the draw pile for Dead to Rights to hit. So maybe I should have... Oh, no! No! Of course, the Dazed! Ah, I forgot about that. The Dazeds are here. We'll play a Dead to Rights, discarding the Void Coin, drawing a card, discarding a Daze. We'll play a Battle Cry, keeping the enemy weak and vulnerable for as long as we possibly can. 13, draw pile. Draw pile already has enough block left in it. So I'm going to purge out another Unleash. And here, 36 damage. The enemy's vulnerable, so these are the turns where I'm really going to want to attack. Discard. Nice. Collection Plate is a damned good card to be playing there. I'll purge 2 more. I will defend and I will attack as well. Just because the enemy... Purged? Wait. Card trigger Collection Plate. Block 10. Gained an energy because I purged. Gained an energy because I purged. Card triggered Cursed Shield, I block 7, and I have no energy left. Okay. Pretty sure I had an energy left. Even in the log. I don't know, maybe I messed something up there. These Void Coins are also giving us block when they're drawn as well. And they can chain off of one another to remove themselves from hand if I really need to get rid of them. Well, not get rid of them so much as get past them. Keep Battle Cry for a later turn still. Or don't even keep it for a later turn. Enemy's not attacking next turn. Well, they're not attacking this turn. They might attack next turn. I should still get rid of Unleashed Darkness though. 2 days in the draw pile. We'll play a Void Coin, allowing us to discard Days. Then we use Dead to Rights to discard the other Days, discarding another Affliction. I'm gonna sift 2 random Afflictions right now. No. I purge 2 cards, I attack you for an Unleashed Darkness, and then I'll kill you next turn. We are still perfect in this fight as well. I'm really pleased about that. And heck, we even got a Void Stone out of it. We have found ourselves a purple Void Stone, gain Overcharge. Before I visit the Dark Mime, I am going to want to put a Void Stone in a card that is quite valuable and have that card upgraded. It's quite likely that I do that here, largely. Voidmaw. A single creature fight where the beast gets stronger as you purge cards. I don't really have the option not to do that, though, because that's how I actually ramp damage at all. So increased by 1 each time I purge a card, it gains 2 AP when it reaches 3. So every 3 times I purge a card, it'll gain 2 AP. Which just means I'm going to need to be good at defending. That's really all I can do about that. Okay, let's add some void cards to the discard. Purge. I'm going to use Dead to Rights to discard and Unleash Darkness, and also discard and Unleash Darkness from draw. Still got to ramp myself at a reasonable rate. I'm going to have to play 2 defend cards next turn no matter what. One of them is going to be a Wither Shield, so I'll purge another card. Giving myself an extra energy and drawing an extra card for the next turn. Okay, so it's Collection Plate and Wither Shield. Void coin to the deck, neat. I'm gonna add a Daze to our draw pile too, cool. Get a Collection Plate out there. Draw discard, get rid of all those. Gonna purge 3 more cards this turn. If this number doesn't get high, I actually have no way of dealing damage to the enemy, so I'm gonna do it. Ideally, I will try and keep them reasonably consistently weakened with the Battle Cry. Kinda not pleased about getting Void's Kisses as late as I did. Okay, so this will give us an energy by playing it. Definitely worth. So this turn I will Battle Cry. I should probably purge 2 cards and get another Void Kiss, to be honest. Void Kiss. Void Kiss. Now, I mentioned this last episode, but if I sift with an empty draw pile, it will actually form the draw pile for me to sift through. Love it. We'll discard another Unleash Darkness, try and ramp as fast as we can. Defensive attack, gain fortitude equal to your AP, then attack. So the Spirit Shield would block by itself this turn. However, we use Dead to Rights to discard the Void Coin, which draws some discards for us as well. I really don't want to have to purge Battle Cry, but right now it looks like the right option just to get Collection Plate and Cursed Shield out. The enemy doesn't need to be slowed because they don't actually have Frenzy. At least right now. They just need to be weakened. Oh. There we go. I'm liking how much of the defense is just coming down to the Void Coins being drawn. Certainly helpful. Drawing down a Wither Shield would be pretty good here if I could. Let's play a Void Coin to discard a Void Coin. To discard a Void Coin. That's not Wither Shield, but at least 2 Cursed Shields now fully defends us as well. Let's use a ability, then Death's Embrace. We'll discard another Void Coin. There we actually did get to the Wither Shield as well. Beautiful. Your Fortitude is removed at the start of your next turn, so I actually don't even want to damage you right now. Like, it deals such a little amount. Unfortunately, the only way I gain energy because we have the drinking alcohol is to purge cards. So I have to let this enemy do their thing. Oh! Oh, that hurts. Oh god, they're also in the attacking every turn phase of the game now. I need energy for the next turn still. Also, I'm still perfect in this fight. Like, yeah, we've still managed to defend despite it all. Okay. Definitely discard a void coin with the rights there. And another one. And another one. There's only one left in the draw pile. There's also a collection plate left in there. I can't get down to the collection plate. This is the turn that I'm actually going to take damage. Right? Almost certainly. It's not yet guaranteed. Because this could draw us enough defense. Yeah, it does. Collection plate. Purge. Cursed shield. Purge. Cursed shield. Then I'm going to start leaving the Spirit Shield in hand for big damage on later turns. Okay. Passage, sift 2 random afflictions. Nice. Let's use the Void Coin first. Get past that daze. Use Passage Payment to sift 2 random afflictions. So I do want to keep my damage cards. I especially want to keep them this turn. $35 threat next turn, so that's what the Spirit Shield is going to be for. The enemy's got Fortitude this turn, so I actually don't really want to attack this turn if I can avoid it. Ability to set back up vulnerability later. But only if I get Death's Embrace very soon. It's pretty hard to do right now, actually. Oh no, you were about to add a daze! No, we were about to do it. It was gonna be fine. Still gonna need AP to actually attack next turn, or rather energy to attack next turn. Okay. Purge with a shield and battle cry. Unleash darkness, unleash darkness, unleash darkness. There we go. Perfect victory. It took a while, you know, of just, you know, slowing the game down there by blocking and everything like that, but ultimately, can you argue with results? Vulnerable for an extra turn and weak for an extra turn from dead to rights is pretty huge. Honestly, the Void's Kiss is they're really easy cards to cut from this deck right now. If I have something else I want to put in... Oh, and I do. Redo definitely wants to go in the deck there. Let's cut a Void's Kiss. Do I want to Sever Soul? There's another card we leave in hand that discards. You know? What I do want to do is put the overcharge on whatever card I'm guaranteed to play every time I draw it. Collection plate. Pretty hard guarantee right there. So we're going to the Soul Collector with not that many souls. Oh, we're just short of being... Oh, we're just short of being able to take the card sharp sleeve. At the start of your turn, draw one and choose a card to place on the bottom of your deck, making it easy to sift later on. There's also a memory box here at the start of each turn. Add a Void Coin to hand. Oh my god. And then Ablative Pauldron. The first instance of HP loss, each fight is reduced by half. However, we're going to finally get to actually do this. I'm going to purchase the Black Void Stone. Yeah! Oh, I love it. Really, really, really huge pickup for us right there. Almost certainly we're putting the Black Void Stone into redo, and then almost certainly we're upgrading... I upgraded the wrong card. I planned the whole time around what I was going to do, and then I upgraded Death's Embrace instead. Well, you know what I can do? Oh my god, this is so weird. I'm going to right-click to revert that, and then Death's Embrace. I'm going to give you a Black Void Stone. I guess Redo can get the red right now. I may end up duping Death's Embrace here instead. Playing really heavily into the draw discard build. Treasure Goblin! The cowardly creature will flee after a certain amount of turns. The more I damage, the more I'll get. Okay, unfortunately, this is a very slow character, so I can't really damage you quick at all. But I do have a easy time determining which of the cards are going to help us and which of the cards are not. I should just probably start damaging as quickly as I can, though. Yeah. I'll do a 4. Anything I can, frankly. Okay, draw 2, discard 2. I should use this for some corruption. Draw 2, discard 2. Discard the coin, and discard you. Cool. Redo. This gives me more cards in hand to be able to purge. Void's Kiss. Passage Payment. Discard a card. And then purge out a hand. That's pretty good corruption. Yeah, the enemy's fleeing this time. Oh, so rude. 2 plays to discard. Sift 2 random afflictions. We have 1 random afflictions in the draw pile. So I guess I'll use on the other void. $15, purge, 16. Yep, best I can do. We're a slow day. We don't get enough corruption fast enough to really do that. Alright, let's choose a card. What would you ask for redo? 7 souls. If I wanted to do it without suffering any voids. How about the Death's Embrace? 1 void. Okay. Okay, that makes this actually a lot easier. So the redo with the Ghost Stone in it was going to take 2 voids to get, but this will only cost me 1 void. And because I'm getting 1 void from here, then 1 void from the cursed item, and removing 2 at the shrine, it works out rather than getting 2 here, 1 here, and then still having 1 after I leave the shrine room. Add a vulnerable, add a coin to the discard, rebound, upgrades to add 2 vulnerable and add a coin to the discard. Yeah, the ability to add vulnerable is very, very important for a try now. Jinx Leprechaun. They play Poison, Burning, and Fear. I can be punished for playing a lot of cards in a turn. I don't play too many cards in a turn, but still, Poison is not great for me. Yeah, first cycle, I'm still just getting rid of as many of those as possible. Incoming damage is 17. Actually, might be worth getting rid of the void. Okay, that works out. A collection plate and a cursed shield is already enough to full defend us here. Gain an energy. Gain an energy. Played collection. Costs 1. I'm out of energy. This is something that's happened to me a fair few times. Not just in this episode, but previously as well. I do not know what is causing it. Purge more cards and just get Void Kiss out there, I guess. Like, maybe it's trying to cast the card 2 times at the same time, somehow? I don't know. If we could Battle Cry 2 times this turn, maybe that'd be worthwhile. Lower the incoming damage pretty significantly. Not just this turn, but for many upcoming turns. It's also Dead to Rights. Discard an Affliction. Let's use the Death's Embrace first. See if we get down to something that Dead to Rights would be able to do. Yeah, there's a Void Coin. That's a Dead to Right target right there. No cards to discard. Guess the Cursed Shield. Let's redo, getting a card back in hand. Purge it. 2 Void Coins to discard and random. Sure. Let's also get another Void Coin out of there. Hoping to draw and discard a corruption gaining card. Nice. Alright, everyone still has vulnerability this turn. We got a decent amount of damage. Maybe collection plate. Urge 1. Almost kill with any of these attacks. I don't have to worry about the fact they're evasive because I'm not using an attack. I'm using a ability. Oh. Okay, which of these get discarded? Probably Spirit Shield. Unless I think I'm taking 3 turns for the kill here, which I don't think I am. Actually, maybe I am. Okay, let's start with Death's Embrace. Get rid of one of you. I'm gonna... Oh, wait, I shouldn't kill a red cap until I can kill 2 red caps on the same turn. So this is going to the other red cap? Okay, that makes sense. Or maybe it's not even going out this turn. Do that there. Because now I need to use Dead to Rights to discard the Void Coin. Drawing, discarding Void Coin, drawing, discarding Void Coin, drawing, discarding a Void Coin. Not the order of those that I wanted to come out there. But it's okay. I guess it does ultimately save me casting Spirit Shield. Sorry, the other block card this turn. Alright, now everyone's vulnerable and I can just block. Single hit. 1 down. 2 down. 100%. A lot of the time, the Spirit Shield is used exactly how I just used it there. Just this one turn. Just survive one more turn and then push for lethal. God. The shield gets so much better with that upgrade. So does Spirit Shield, to be fair. Is there anything I'm overlooking out here instead? I mean, loose change for vulnerability is not bad. Redo needs an upgrade, though. Alright, cursed item. What are you? Every 7th time you gain corruption, Death Strike 1. Interesting. So, Death Strike 1. The problem is I have no attacks in the deck, so I have nothing that actually utilizes that Death Strike 1. However, that doesn't mean I can't put an attack in the deck. Right? Like, I could just put a Knife in the Dark in the deck here, and because it... Oh my god. Oh, it upgrades to actually upgrade its energy cost as well. Okay, I was like, a 1 energy card that does that? That is to say, 8 damage, vulnerable 2, weak, slow, weak 1, and slow 1. Yeah, I'll take the item. Shed's really good there too. I'm gonna need to find an attack somewhere on the next floor. Looking forward to finding it. Alright, Death's Embrace. Let's embrace some death. Nice. Dead to Riot, so you have nothing to discard with you. So you're probably getting hard purged. 2 void cards to discard. Sift 2 random afflictions. Actually, I do have 2 random afflictions in the deck. Oh my god. Thank heck. Collection plate. Good card next turn. It's gaining Soul Tithe right now. Not that I need it for anything, but we'll do it. Because we can. I'm just gonna sift past you two. Okay, well now we get the 14 from just the Wither Shield, so we'll probably just use that one. Let's Kiss, Burst Cursed Shield to play a Wither Shield. So we can target that actually is multi-striking too. Let's use Redo, pulling some cards back in hand. Oh, Dead to Rights, eh? Let's use that to discard a Void Coin. Am I going aggressive at all this turn? How much aggression do I have next turn? Not necessarily that much. 13, vulnerability 21. Probably not yet. Getting him all weakened though. I mean, that seemed good. We're gonna use Wither Shield this turn, but I didn't. Okay, that one's my mouse, by the way. God, can I swap to the other mouse right now? I don't think I have it nearby. My mouse occasionally just gets in a mood where it will refuse to hold down any holding action. So instead, I'm going to use the keys to cast things from now on. Because I don't have to hold down the mouse. I really like that there's key casting as well, by the by. By the by. Let's use the Void Coin. I can't kill and defend this turn, right? Right. Let's throw a Void Coin. Not ideal. Fine. We'll purge 1 card, get a Wither Shield out. Forgot about the casting. Gosh, I really want to get the Battle Cry out on the board as well, but I'm not going to be able to. Purge 2 more cards. poison's really stacking up. Okay. Dead to Rights. Discard a Void. Everyone gets that vulnerability. Love it. We'll Purge a Cursed Shield. We're probably using the... Oh my god, can we... We actually can't even full defend with Spirit Shield this turn. 25. Oh, god. Oh no. There's not that much damage in the next draw pile either. Just hard cast that, and then hard cast that. The only problem is now, like, I've got no energy going to the next turn. And what? Like, how am I gonna do that? I need to be able to play 4 Unleashed Darknesses next turn to guarantee that I win. I can't guarantee that. Frenzy has been ridiculous. 2 Void cards to discard, sift 2 random afflictions. Start with Death's Embrace, I think. So the Wither Shield and the Collection Plate are 24 block between the two. Incoming next turn is 26 more damage. The enemies won't be vulnerable then, though. Ugh. What do I want to sift through? It's Dark Embrace again. Now I don't have a card for the Dead to Rights to discard, unfortunately, here. Guess I could leave it in hand for a later turn. So 29, 75% of that rounds up. So 30, 15, 7.5, so 15, 7.22.23. And then 23 vulnerability modifiers to 35 or 34, depending on the side that it sits on. That's still not enough to kill the Blightwood in a single hit, though. Maybe I should have just been killing Gloom Shrooms individually all this time. Because these turns only seem to be getting harder and harder and harder for us. Just get past that void. Set up that vulnerability, we're ruined. But here I uniquely have the opportunity to try and full defend for the final turn. We're being stunned next turn. What, that's going to decrease the energy gain we get next turn, which is fine because I don't gain any energy. It's not what I do. I really wanted to draw in more void coins. Heavily reduces incoming damage next turn. Yeah. I probably needed to put an actual attack card in this deck at some point just to take some advantage of the death strikes and possibly save us. And yes, I say save us because I am now quite deeply scared. Oh no. Let's, I guess, discard another Void Coin, hoping to draw another Void Coin. We don't. So that's lethal on you, and then you, and I'm 1 turn and 1 energy away from being able to kill the Gloomshroom over in the corner as well. That's okay. We will win now. But also, oh gosh, oh dear, oh dearie me. You know when sometimes it's oh dear, oh gosh, oh dearie me. You know, it's just like that from time to time. I'm not gonna heal. You can't make me. You are unallowed. Recur a random non-affliction. Having this multicast is pretty good. Knife in the Dark multicasting just to apply vulnerability to an enemy forever is pretty damn good, though. That should go in the deck. That should have been in the deck before we went into that fight, definitely. I might use the health potion before the next combat, but who knows? I don't know. I'm just a wild guy. Let's get those 2 voids out of there. Ghostly Piranha. 100% gonna use that. Oh, that's the strength potion. Get that back. Gonna use the pop potion here. But we do get a Blessed Recovery from it. The ability to heal each fight. It's a spell card as well. Card. 16 threats going to be generated next turn. I already know the kinds of things we're going to be doing this turn. Poige. 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 Play the Void Kiss. I should probably hold on to the collection play for the next turn, right? Yeah. Yeah, it just seems responsible. I don't like seeing my whole health bar covered like that. I'm gonna need to try and save ourselves. Knife in the Dark already is multicasting here. Although it's multicasting to get enemies vulnerable, which is a debuff, which is going to increase their frenzy. Although I am going to be debuffing them as soon as I get to Battlecry anyway, so should I really care about that much? That's the song postcard, please. Defense this turn is probably not using Wither Shield. It's probably just Cursed as well as a collection plate. I do have an Affliction in the draw pile I might draw. Nice. Which I said because then the Dead to Rights can be played. God, then what card am I discarding this turn? Maybe it's Battlecry. Weird. I didn't want to play Battlecry pretty damn desperately as well. But 1 weak and 2 vulnerable to all enemies. Discard the Cursed Shield. We'll use Redo, getting cards back in the hand. Oh, we got the Ghost Inert version of it. Oh no, this was the base version. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess the base version of it could be purged. It's an Ember. Play a collection plate. Put 1 more card. Play a collection shield. Then Knife in the Dark here would be 17 damage, but would add a bunch of vulnerability to the target that it hits. The first time it suffers any debuff, or whenever any enemy kills. Nine threat next turn. I should just throw the hit against someone. set him up for a good old lack of longevity. Speaking of, there is another knife in the dark. It's a void coin on a void coin here. Dang, I was hoping to draw a void coin. Merge 2, play a collection plate. Do I want to get another Knife of the Dark out there for another 14 damage? Honestly, I actually do want to put it on someone else. Get them extra vulnerable for the next turn too. Let's purge our way past. Probably Battle Cry. It sucks to keep throwing Battle Cry like that, but I need damage cards. So right now, Unleash Darkness is 20. So take 4 of those to kill those 2 minions over on the other sides. Means I'm probably cycling past them this turn. Discard, discard. Stess Embrace. It's both given energy and discard a card is the thing. This void coin to discard you. So I do want to Wither Shield and Cursed Shield this turn. Should target an enemy who I'm likely to kill. Depends. Turn. Is my corruption higher now number enough? Or rather, is my corruption number now high enough to actually damage these enemies? Oh dear. Regardless of whether or not it is, this hand certainly isn't. What is your damage by now? 23, so it's almost certainly 18, right? 18 with vulnerability is 27, still not able to kill an enemy. Oh boy. 6 to get more void coins in hand, which we do. Nice. Makes it easier to defend. We'll discard both of them, hoping to, there we go, draw another void coin. Purge Dead to Rights. Play a Knife in the Dark. Right? The Knife in the Dark would be 4. This would be 20. But we get 2 stacks of Rage from this. So this 20 is 30. And then the 30 against Vulnerability is 45. So I can actually kill the Ghostly Piranha in the middle of the map right now. The only problem is we desperately... In fact, we need to kill 2 Piranha on the same turn if we're going to do any Piranha killing at all. You take the Unleashed Darkness, and I cast that before we use Knife in the Dark here. Actually, maybe I even leave Knife in the Dark in hand. Yeah, so later Unleashed Darknesses are still going to be affected by the 50% extra rage from this card. God, you healed by a lot of damage right there. Use a void coin to discard a void coin. To discard a battle cry. This shield's still in the draw pile. Okay. Gosh. Does that make this another setup turn, but it's the final setup turn? I need 3 Unleashed Darknesses to win. I need Knife in the Dark as well at the same time. We can cast that over on that side, set you up even further. Gosh. Gain an energy by discarding you, cast the collection plate, keep ourselves perfect here, and we hold. I think we just set up the kill. Right? So we need to have 4 energy this turn. That's going to be the problem. So what do I want to do? Knife in the Dark first. It has to target the middle, otherwise I'm not going to have vulnerability on my enemies here. I could take one more turn trying to set up still. It's actually not that difficult for us to do. It's just, I still need energy from somewhere. And I don't get a huge amount of that right now. Like, I could just use the Spirit Shield this turn. Or I could kill 2 targets this turn and then just wait and murder one on the next turn as well. Actually, that looks pretty good. Can I Spirit Shield and kill 2 targets this turn? Yep, but it will cost me the Knife in the Dark to do. That's fine. Dodge. Spirit Shields, full defend first. Just in case anything weird happens with my energy. Purge those 2. 1 kill, 2 kill. We've 100% completed the battle bar. I guess I'll play a Void Coin. Get ourselves an energy for the next turn. And then all I need this turn is 2 attacks in hand. We do not have 2 attacks in hand. That's okay. We can do it on a later turn as well. It doesn't matter. It's not that pressing. Well, we got it anyway. Purge, purge. Darkness. Forever. Whew. Okay. Let's actually get the Blessed Recovery into the deck. Seems... Wait, we have a second Death's Embrace and I hadn't even put that in yet. God. I need more cards that are good when I discard cards. Oh my god, I had Shed. I might have gotten Shed from that fight though. Gosh. Cards that discard that aren't themselves particularly good are probably really easy for me to defend now. Remove now. Dead to Rights isn't super efficient. Void Kiss we always knew was going out. I'll cut one more Cursed Shield, I think. Discard to draw and discard. I'd love something I could discard to get block. Here's an option to get 1 in the soul block. It's one of the reasons it's so good is because if it's ever in your draw pile, your spell has the ability to get rid of it. Errant Scoutlight. The enemy is immune when you have too many cards in hand, which it'll supplement with dazes, forcing us to play slowly. Oh, you're gonna force us to play slowly, are you? I'm so unused to that kind of style. I don't know how I will live. Errant Scoutlight. It's currently immune when I have 4 or more cards in hand, or I shed. I mean, look, I can purge a bunch of cards here and start attacking you, but I'm attacking you for no damage right now. So instead, I'll just purge a bunch of cards and keep 1. Actually, I'm just gonna add a 2 void cards to this card now. And, cycle past that too. I need to get this card. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, I actually found it. I found it. We upgrade this, and then we cut one of the black void stones out of a different card, and we put it into shed, and then every time we discard a card, we block for 2, which we do all the goddamn time. All the live long day, I mean, sorry. It's gonna be good. Alright. Redu, what do you got? Interesting. The answer appears to be nothing. So we'll play a Cursed Shield. Purge. 2 more cards there. 1 more cards there. Knife in the Darkham and follow up with 14 damage. Hell yeah. We should do damage when we have the ability here. Choose 2 cards, 2 discards. I should definitely use my Blessed Recovery here. The enemy doesn't seem to be attacking us, so I don't know if Battle Cry matters at all. I do want to get rid of that void. Maybe not now, though. Gosh, we are so defensible when we do that stuff. And like, we're still gaining... we're still getting, like, corruption at a reasonable rate. Keep him vulnerable. Yeah, that is going to be such a great defensive engine for this deck. I'm infinitely keen to finally get to do it. See if 2 random afflictions. So we do have an affliction left in the draw pile if we want to do that. All right. Get our way through all of the void coins. Enemies super vulnerable. Okay, we'll purge, 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 purge. 26, 26. Knife and Dark's available, but we'll first cast the Death's Embrace. Drop a... I'm keeping my damage now, definitely. Drop a Void Coin and a Daze. Drop a Void there. Passage. There are 2 Void Coins left in the deck, so we'll use the Passage payment to get past them. Cool. We'll discard even more cards. Death's Embrace. That's... That. And so. Death's Embrace again. Death's Embrace one more time. All right, we're full defended now. I'll just cast it one more time just for funsies. We'll use a Giant Knife in the Dark and a Gianter Unleash. However, Rage. All attack cards played this turn will deal X% more damage. Not an attack card, Raps. Oh! If I can get a card in this deck that is an attack that deals damage in terms of our corruption, we actually speed up so ridiculously. Please let me. Please, game. Please, game. Game, please. $33. Oh, wow, we have exact lethal. Well, ish. Exact-ish. Upgrade has to be on shed. It's also rigged. Oh my god, it's gonna be the open again. Gibby. Where are you? Oh, you're in the deck. Of course you don't. Yeah. You get that. Thank you. But oh, I didn't play. Did I make time to play the Blessed Recovery last? I hope I made time to play the Blessed Recovery last fight. Get a soul block in there. Cut another Cursed Shield out. All right. Pretty pleased with that. What do you want to do, boss? The priest and the congregation. They inflict banes and deal damage based on cards drawn. When its minions spawn, their AP is based off of the current battle round. Uh-oh, folks. No. Every time we draw a card that isn't a void, we suffer 2 damage. If we draw a Bane, we suffer 2 additional damage. All right, we're really gonna be putting this Sift engine through its paces. All right, that's Embrace. Oh. We'll draw and discard cards in equal fashion with that. Uh-oh. This is a problem. Oh, this is approximately a problem. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie me. Oh, thank you for drawing me a card. Gosh. We're gonna have to find some way to get the priest as quickly as we possibly can here. 14. Turku cards. I mean, like, I'll use Death's Embrace. It's just I gain and lose as much in equal measure as I do it. Well, except for the void cards, when they're drawn, they actually also give us block. So that's the value that we are generating there. Trying to get myself to the new draw pile here, which we do. Good. I really didn't leave myself with anything for the passage payment to actually be able to hit, which means that it was done perfectly and correctly there. Well done, Raps. Let's redo, getting 2 cards back in hand. One of them is Void Coin. Like, I want to get Battlecry out there. That's one of the things I'm trying to do this time. Trying to accomplish, at least. Getting the Knife in the Dark out would be good, too. Just try and get a decent amount of vulnerability starting stacked up on the Priest. After Void, discarding nothing, but getting an extra energy for the next turn. Void Coin is a really good card to have in hand at the end of the turn. Gain an energy, basically, without paying anything for it. Oh my god. Any other fight, this would be a grand hand. Any other fight. Draw into all the Void Coins. Wither Shields is actually full defend here too. Void Coin one of you out of hand. 23 damage? Yeah, I think I should probably start. Let's get rid of Bane. I never want to draw the Bane if I can avoid it, because that's doing the extra damage to us from Loyal Following. Affliction Sifting is more important for us now. It's also really important because, you know, enemies add afflictions over the course of the fight. So if you didn't have things like affliction sifting or sifting options in general, for this character in particular, you die. You die about it a lot of the time is the thing, though. Just because of the duration of the fights. 7. Drop a yikes. Voids. What's the draw pile like right now? Guess I don't know. It's collection plate. Get rid of a passage payment. I do want to get another Knife in the Dark out there. It's decent damage as well. Alright. Good defense. If I can get something that triggers every single time that I gain block, that's going to be ridiculous. Okay, okay. Spirit Shield is already sticking by us. I appreciate it, Spirit Shield. Let's use passive payment to begin. Let's purge. Use Spirit Shields. Play Void Coin to remove a Unleash. Purge this, and then I can use a single Unleash. I'm gonna need to make sure that I don't put myself in the same position where I just have no energy. Can't play anything as a result. It's a big block right there, but it's big expensive too. There are a lot of cards that I do not have the ability to put. Oh god, the Banes. Why? Banes! Get rid of them! Hopefully I don't get back into the new draw pile, in which case that was actually an incorrect thing to do. Gosh, I'm actually gonna have a really hard time defending here. There's no way I can kill this turn, right? Nope. We're so far away from it too. Yep. At least the Void Coins are defending us when they get drawn as well. Oh, gosh. I think I'm gonna have to cast Soul Block. Like, just hard cast it from hand and expel. God. I got decent damage for the next turn at least. It's just I've used my only two really big, like, individual, hey, we did it, block this turn cards. And without many of those, I feel quite exposed to the elements. And that element is the element of death. 30, vulnerability, 45, 45, how many times? What, 3? So I would need to cast 5 Unleash Darknesses on the main target this turn in order to get a kill, which is hard to do for many reasons. God, I feel quite dead right now. Because the Banes aren't disappearing. They're staying. And they're just getting more. Oh, dude. This can't happen right after I found such a good defensive engine. Please, game. You can't. Oh, sure. A defend card there at least. I should get a Bane out of the draw pile. Don't want those. How did that block for me? Strange. And 50. That's 18 threat, but then we, yeah, exactly, draw infinite cards. Oh dear. Start the chain. I guess. Gotta do the passage payment there. Card discards Battle Cry. We defend and get the middle liner. Got one Unleashed Darkness in the draw. Hope we find another. Come on. It's okay. We have Death's Embraces. We can embrace death. That's not doing it. There it is. Purge. Murder. Oh, good lord! Oh my gosh. So our defense is well taken care of. Outside of that fight in particular, our defense is well taken care of. The thing that we are going to have to worry about now is how do we do damage faster? Because if we have a fully trashed deck, it gets hard to upgrade points. So dealing damage faster could be these dealing 100% of corruption damage rather than anything else. And honestly, it's not as good as just getting more corruption gain. Knife in the Dark. Having you, when you multicast, actually apply weak and slow as well. It's good. I don't know if it's good enough. So the Void's Kisses are in the deck usually just to give you a boost of corruption in the first cycle so that you can try and really start taking off. But those are really hard for us to actually even find the time to cast. Is that always going to be true? In the first cycle, they're going to be a lot easier to cast. Because my defense is being taken care of. Wow, I actually may want Void's Kisses back in the deck. I still don't know if I want them upgraded necessarily, but I probably want them back in the deck. The Cursed Shield's giving us corruption as well when upgraded is pretty good. Add a Sift 1 after passage payment. Yeah, anything that gives me more discard is more defense. Purge to heal 1 from Blessed, really slow. Ooh, the shield. I know I just went for 2 defensive ones there. Expel all afflictions. Also expel. Purge 1. Upgrades to heal 4 also. Enough suffering. When reshuffling, deal 1 damage to a random enemy for each card. Upgrades to deal 2 damage for a random enemy for each card. We cycle the deck constantly. That's a great card for us to try and pick up if we can. Smash deals 10 damage 2 times, rage 50%. Great card to multicast. How does an X cost card work? Oh, it probably sets its X value to whatever we play it for. One Hit Wonder. Deal 13 damage X times. Expel. However, we can cast this at any amount and then try and have it soul tie that's death thing itself. That's pretty good. Recur to random non-affliction cards. Soul tie 3, 2, soul blocks. Pretty good, but I don't know if I'm going to be taking it. Deal 50% corruption damage, Sift 1, Reap and Sow. That's hard need. I kind of want One Hit Wonder. I kind of want Smash, but I don't want too many of those because I'm going to be using my Death Strike pretty consistently. Okay. Redirect is there. Reap and Sow is directly in. Oh my god. Oh no. I might have to avoid the treasure and the disheveled sales. No, I can't avoid the disheveled salesman. Can I? Like right now, my path actually avoids both elites, which that doesn't seem good. So it would be up here to the Reap and Sow, Power Draw, Treasure, Disheveled Salesman. Unfortunately, if I went enough suffering, then to the Cursed Item, I go down to Masochist, and then I have to choose between Treasure and Soul Collector. Actually, you know what? That's probably still what we do, and then go to the Soul Collector. Get a possible cursed item from that. Soul Block's nice. So I could just cut along the bottom to get those as well as the one-hit wonder, or I could try and go to the shrine. We're not going to be trying to get maximum value from this floor. We're just trying to get specific things from this floor. Dragon Mother, inflicts burning and vulnerable. Let's have a look at the deck, just in case there is something I want to manage as a result of things I did in the last. Yeah, I guess. I'm going to get rid of both Cursed Shields and put 2 Void's Kisses in. The idea there is that I think I have enough defense to actually defend exclusively with it. Or rather, I think I have enough defense from the shred. I think I have enough discard is the word I was actually looking for there. I say shred, it's shed. Whoops. This isn't a great opening hand. Purge 2 cards, play Battle Cry. Purge another card to redo. Purge, play Battle Cry again. And then from the draw pile, I will get rid of an Unleash. We already have Death Strike and we're about to get a second one. Like, it's very effective. All right, Death's Embrace. Fully defend this. I could supercast a Knife in the Dark this turn, but it doesn't really matter at all yet. Okay, and then 5. Okay, again. Purge those 2, play 2 Void Kisses, and Void Coin at the end of the turn. There we go. We did it. That's 21 corruption in the first cycle. That is a lot faster than we've done previously. We actually don't have discard in this hand. Get block 4 and 1 corruption from that. Yikes. You're actually gonna deal damage to us. What am I getting the extra block from? Every time you discard a card, block X? It can't be that. Right? Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, we did take extra damage there. It's all good, though, because now we actually do have the cards. That's to say, we can defend ourselves by discarding forever. I'm happy to purge cards as well because the enemy does have burning. Yeah, 38. 2 more attacks gets the kill. Vulnerability thankfully amplifies any damage to the enemy, not just damage from attack cards, which is why we have the ability to do stuff like this. This Embrace gets rid of 2 voids. We get rid of another void. And then a soul block. I mean, like, I don't really need to entertain them. We can just kill. Ooh, deck manager. We now do have another rigged card. What wants to be rigged? What wants to be in our opening hand? Maybe Death's Embrace just wants to be in the opening hand. Or maybe it's Passage Payment wants to be in the opening hand. Because it adds 2 void cards to the discard. It sifts 2 random afflictions, which probably won't be there, but we'll see. We might get a void and not remove it in eventually. The Void's Kiss already become rigged on upgrade, so that's there if I want it. But this being rigged means in the second cycle, it'll be in the first hand, so it'll definitely have 2 random afflictions to sift at that point. Oh, I took it out of the deck there, is what I attempted to do to it. It's fine, we'll rig it. Passage Payment. Although, didn't I just get a card that I was like, holy moly? Yeah, we did. Yeah, you get in the deck, you bud. This redo's Voidstone should now go into Reap and so do's Voidstone. Love it. And then in terms of removal from the deck, I mean, I still want to be able to gain Corruption as fast as I'm gaining Corruption with those right now. Spirit Shield, Soul Block, I mean, those have also been quite useful. Battle Cry has actually been the least useful, which is surprising. I'm going to get the Blessed Recovery out of here. It had only healed 2 health in this fight anyway. 1, 2. We purge a lot of cards and we get cards out of hand at the end of the turn, so I don't think the Pymites are going to be too bad here. 30%, 30%, 100. Okay, yeah. I don't think they're going to be a problem. Or at least too much of a problem. Discard those 2. Interesting. Passage Payment could actually be cast. Purge, Void's Kiss. Because the Passage Payment does have 1 Affliction in the draw pile, that Void Coin already. I don't want to get rid of that yet? Just to get 2 Void cards to discard? No, instead I'll get 2 Void cards to discard as well as Overcharge. Nice work. Ooh, Battlecry could be okay in this fight. But first things first, we discard cards. Let's kiss. Good. So I should just redo now. Nice. Good targets for the Death's Embrace. Let's Void's Kiss. Death's Embrace. I guess I don't need to discard that right now. Leave that for a later turn. Or use it to discard, holding it. Purge. There goes all the burning. We play Battlecry. We're through the first cycle of the deck. We got 23 Corruption now. It's good to see we also got Knife in the Dark early. Let's start with Death's Embrace. Discarding a Void Coin, which discards a Void Coin and a Void Coin. There's all of our defense. Unleash. Another Death's Embrace to get rid of honestly, anything aggressive. Purge. So Reap and Sow. Not ridiculous damage just yet. We'll Knife of the Dark you for the vulnerability. And then Reap and Sow. This will also sift 2 cards for us. So we'll sift honestly, we'll sift anything non-aggressive right now. Okay. Urge Passive Payment. It will kill you, which I think is probably going to be a pretty effective move on our part. Yeah, it's only round 3 before I'm starting to get kills. So we found the corner. We found and turned the corner, and we are now taking off. Keep your hands and feet and otherwise limbs, if you've more, inside the vehicle at all times. There will be no stops on this journey. Just got that. Nice. Let's gain just a little more corruption, if at all possible. And in doing so, get ourselves a second trigger of the Death Strike. So now I have the ability to just delete you. Sift a... Unleash Darkness, I guess. Yeah, that too. And discard that one as well. Yeah, Reap and Sow. I like it. And in fact, we definitely have lethal afterwards anyway, regardless. Knife in the Dark Burst, and then purge that. I should purge as much as I can and get as much corruption as I can here. Yeah, just to set up for later. Killed him. It's a perfect victory as well. Reap and Sow should just upgrade. 75% corruption damage. This is the weird movement. Deal 10 damage. Exhaustion 2. What? It upgrades without changing. What? Exhaustion 2. Exhaustion is... Exhaustion is not triggering a keyword. I don't know what you do. I'm frankly terrified of you as well, so I'm not going to be taking you. Ghost Walk deals 50% of corruption damage. You lose a corruption by playing it. But it's also Ghost Inert, upgrades to no longer be inert. So this is like Spirit Walk, but Ghost Walk. Ah, I see. I get it now. We're going to be taking Redo, though. Just more. Unceasing Gear. Gain corruption at the end of the turn equal to the leftover energy. Pretty good. First time you sift each turn, sift one more. Can I get both? I can't get both of those. Suspicious Blade Oil, level 7. That doesn't happen. I sift a lot, right? Gain corruption at the end of the turn equal to your leftover energy. I don't usually leave myself with that much leftover energy. Maybe it's better for me to take the Amethyst. We also do have this possible future, right? Go to the Soul Collector, then the Merchant, then... Well, I mean, then the Merchant, right? Possibly even a Stonesmith thereafter. Avoid the one-hit wonder and that upgrade to get Soul before leaving. Yeah, it's possible I want to leave myself with some money. I'll take the Amethyst Spyglass and leave. I think it's also just far more impactful for us out of the available options. Do I want to fight you? Well, I guess that allows me to get the most value out of it. Fine. Okay, this enemy is going to randomize the cost of things in our hand. If I had more things that were really, really good, regardless of their cost, I would put them in hand right now. I got some decently expensive stuff in this deck. I'm not going to put the second Redo in right now because I feel that would actually be pretty actively negative for us. Okay. Laurel debuffs suffered by 1 for each leftover energy at the end of the turn. That is really good because a lot of debuffs only have like 2 stacks or anything like that when they're applied to you, and a lot of them you can't otherwise lower. I know I said I don't leave much leftover energy at the end of the turn, but you don't need to leave much for Holy Effigy to be pretty damn good. Eldritch Blessing, though, I play 7 cards most turns, so it's an extra energy most turns, which most of the time is good. Well, mostly. Use Death's Embrace and discard some cards from hand. Definitely get rid of the collection plate to play another Shed. Want to get the Void Kiss out there too? Ah, I'll use the Sift to drop the Void Coin and then use... Oh, we sift for an extra card! Of course, we got the thing! Yeah. And then discard the card. Oh my god, Void Kiss is actually here. I just wanted the ability to discard the Unleashed Darkness though. Void Kiss, Void Kiss. We did it. That is a lot of corruption on turn 1 right there. Okay. Open So is very expensive right now. Not really going to be double casting that this turn, I don't think. 25 incoming Damg. So a lot of Damg. Not being able to play the Death's Embrace easily definitely ups the amount of Damg. the redo for free do. Get it back in hand. Death Embrace. Doesn't want to do. Start of a turn, the enemy will randomize its AP. When a card is added to hand, its energy cost will be randomized. Okay. Well, if I don't try and discard cards here, I don't have the ability to perfect. I actually may just not have... Oh, wait, no, this is already 18 block. Right. Purge. We Wither Shield you, and then we Battle Cry. Very pleased with that. That's volatile, so that should have been destroyed, right? Yeah. Say immediately before it is. Soul block 25 right now, just with that. I like it, but it's not our only option. It's Knife in the Dark, Battle Cry, and Wither Shield drop. Pay the passage. Did it already discard the random afflictions? Evidently not. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a lot more effective than it was. 21 from each of those. So Reap and Sow is good damage. Yeah, it's because I haven't been adding many Void Coins to the deck because, you know, cards have been costing random things. Should also probably just get past another card here. Vulnerability and Reap and Sow are really our damage. Oh god, Reap and Sow. Gosh. Why do all of my attack cards have to cost full every time? Passage payment. Okay, that one definitely just went with the 2 afflictions first. Drop a Void Coin, and that's... Okay, Knife in the Dark. We can actually cast that here, and the plate is already good. Okay, good. Let's... Purge 2 cards. Play Knife in the Dark. Purge 1 more, play Collection Plate. Pass. Alright, Reap and Sow. Please come into hand with actual reasonable cost. Like, a cost that is fair, please. Let's discard a Void Coin, and another Void Coin, allowing us to discard a Void Coin, another Void Coin. Death Embrace, that's actually pretty cost efficient right now. In terms of the defense it provides. There's Knife in the Dark at 0 cost. That's really good. Purge all the defensive cards there. Okay, we did get to Reap and Sow. Unfortunately, it is maximum cost. Because of course it is. Purge Battle Cry. Knife in the Dark. And then Reap and Sow. Boom. Ha! Got him! Get dead. Get deadened. After you cast your spell, apply 2 vulnerable to a random enemy. Yep. Do I already have a... Wait, my active deck? I don't necessarily have a corruption of any kind in here. So I could instead try and destroy the item, get 3 more souls. I don't think I can spend all of those souls at the Soul Collector, though. Can you only buy 1 item at the Soul Collector? I always assume you can only buy 1 item at the Soul Collector. What if I did go to the shrine afterwards? That'd give me the ability to get an upgrade one-hit wonder. Okay. Which utilizes the vulnerability and the rage a lot more effectively. Okay, I'm taking it. Taxidermist Unholy Creation. This fight should be totally fine for us. Oh wait, they are adding Banes. But we are also discarding all of the damage ever. Makes it difficult to do any of it. Battlecry. I think they're not really going to be attacking for much this turn. Okay, so I got 2 in the discard pile. We'll redo, drawing those back. Void's Kiss. A passage payment. And discard some cards. I just wanted anything that was going to allow me to sift this turn, because I want to get some usage out of the Amethyst Spyglass wherever it can. And then, do I purge 2 and play Battlecry, or just purge all 3? I think I just purge all 3. Get some extra energy for the next turn. I should be able to kind of go off this turn. It's not going to be going off for a lot of damage, but it's going to be going off nonetheless. Alright, Death's Embrace. Get rid of those 2. How am I going to defend, though? Oh, just discard another card from the draw pile. That'll do it. I don't think I want to play the extra Death's Embrace here. Leave that for next turn. Okay. Knife the Dark Ants to make target, and Reap and Sow. When I said it wasn't going to be that much damage, what I meant is not that. What I meant was the complete opposite of that. I actually have to do that. I was going to discard the Death's Embrace that I put back in hand, but I guess that doesn't come into hand until the end, which means that's exactly the worst thing I could have done. I just robbed myself of the ability to sift through all of the Banes the enemy is going to be adding to, or had already added to our deck. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There they are. It's good to see you all. I should burn that Void this turn. P-A-R-T. Why? Because it would be a problem for us. Pretty easily upcoming. Oh my god, passive payment. Thank you. And then we'll just sift 2 more Banes out of the draw pile. I just do not want to have to interact with them. Banes DNI. Let's purge. I mean, I've already got the kill there. 2 more cards. But I purge 2 more cards and then Battlecry. I refuse to allow Damg. No harm me. Okay. Reap and Sow on left-hand target is already a kill. Let's use Death's Embrace on 2 Void Coins, just to allow me to cycle basically the entire way through my deck. The reason being... Purge. That's lethal. I'm getting rid of Darknesses here because I believe I have lethal this turn. Right? Purge, Purge, Unleash. Miscount! It's a hand and a half right there. This is where it becomes a problem, right? Where you have a bunch of Banes and you can't discard any of them. Thankfully, we have a way out of that. God, do I want the upgrade on Knife in the Dark? Knife in the Dark feels like the card that gets cut because I have the ability to give vulnerability to targets already. Redo always wants an upgrade. Gosh, Redo does just always want an upgrade. I could also use Dead to Rights to get AoE weak and vulnerable. It's pretty hard for me to cast the other ones consistently. All right, Redo cuts a... Gosh. It's got to be a Void Darkness. Void Embrace, rather. Unleash Darkness. Gosh. Words are difficult. All right. What do we got in here? Butcher Blade. The first non-volatile attack card played each turn will rebound. Yes. An upgraded temporary version of the first card you purchase each fight will be added to your hand. Yeah, it's pretty good. Sugar Rush, you start all fights with energy at its maximum. We currently start with 1 energy. Yes. And you can get more than 1, so as it turns out, yeah. Anyway, we'll go down here for this free one, unless we're going up to the shrine. Well, I guess I could also do that and go up to the shrine. Oh, no, wait, it's whether or not I'm going to that merchant. Yeah, I'm going to the merchant. So there's Redirect. When shuffling, deal a damage to a random enemy for each card. Upgrades to have 3 to its cost. Dance of Darkness, recur 1 and discard 1, gain 2 corruption. Upgrades to also rebound to hand. Oof, appealing. It's between that and Redirect for me right now. So Death's Touch 2. The problem with Death's Touch 2 is the Soul type. That's it. Honestly, that's the big problem with it. Because it would recur 2 and discard 1, and then dupe its effect from the Death Strike, and then recur 2 and discard 1. It's good, but rough. I don't have the ability to get both Redirect upgraded as well as Dance of Darkness. I could take Redirect, right, and then get a... No, I just reshuffle my deck enough. I was thinking, like, you know, if I want to get more effect out of Redirect, how do you get more effect out of it? You can play more copies of it, so put a Ghost Stone in it, play it again, things like that. Or you can have a larger pile of cards, or you can just cycle through the deck so quickly that it happens consistently, which is the option that we're going to be going for here. Let's pop that bad boy into the deck. Now, I'm not saying there's no play in the idea of giving it a Black Void Stone, but for the moment, I'm going to give it a rigging. We have another look at the rest of the deck just to make sure that I haven't messed up. I'm still not taking Power Draw as a multicaster either. All right. Really feel pretty confident with that. What do we remove for it, though? I guess another Unleash Darkness. So I could go to the Smash if I want to right now. If I go to Smash and one-hit wonder Veil, I may actually end up with the ability... I have nothing to get from the Stonesmith anyway. I may actually end up with enough to get another Black Void Stone from the Void Stone bar being filled. Keep an eye on Effigy, because he gets buffed up for a big hit while it keeps you from targeting attacks on its supporting allies. That's fine. I don't use that many attacks, although I do use more attacks than I used to. Let's also have a quick look at Let's Pray. Draw 3, discard 3. That's what Let's Pray does. Every 3 turns. This gives us a corruption. It's also Sift 1, and the Sift 1 also sifts an extra because of the Amethyst a lot of times, so I'm not too fast. Right. Shed. Redirect. I should probably start doing Death's Embrace things. I don't really want to bring the Void back to hand, so ideally it would be a card that I burn this turn if possible. redo 2 cards. Another Death's Embrace. Ooh, double Void Coin draw this turn. I'm trying to set myself up so that I will have the ability to still play the Void Kiss this turn. It's getting harder to do. Purge, Void Kiss. We'll also cycle through the deck and purge out a Unleash Darkness. And another Unleash Darkness. You have to be the target attack cards. You took the vulnerability there. At the start of each turn, gains taunt 2, reduces taunt by 1 each time it's the target attack card. Okay, incoming damage 13. Choose 2 cards to discards. Do I have afflictions in my draw pile? No. Okay, so passage payment doesn't matter then. And we cycle the draw pile. Nice. Let's get to a new draw pile as quickly as we possibly can here. Keep on keeping on. I could actually cast Reap and Sow a bunch of times this turn if I really wanted to. 41 damage, it comes back to hand, and then I get to cast it again. I'm gonna hold off, but we're not far from it. We're certainly not far. Oh god. Oh, I love it. So the first card we play has 0 effect, right? Oh god, so many of these. Yeah. Guess we'll play that out. It still doesn't get expelled despite that, right? Because it gets discarded without doing its effect. Yeah, it gets discarded without doing its effect. Just want to make sure of that. Do I have afflictions in the draw pile? I still don't. That gets an affliction in the draw pile, though. The shield passage payment. We'll sift through those 2. Drawing into and then discarding that. This is the ghost and no, but it is the base version of itself. Do I want to draw and play Reap or So this time? I wouldn't even be able to play it that many times. It's a big problem. What we want to do is play it next turn. Although we also do want vulnerability on the Void Effigy if possible before that. Which might be hard. Oh, never mind. There's the Knife in the Dark. Oh, but the Knife in the Dark would then be the one that responds to hand. Because of the rebound. Oh, because it's the first one in hand. Oh, dang. Get rid of those 2. Draw card. Draw card. Yeah, I can discard that one. It's fine. Speaking of discarding. Bounce the Reap and Sow back to hand. Discard 2 cards with the first sift. Discard another card with the next sift. Then we'll make you a bunch vulnerable. Then we'll do the Reap and Sow again. Was that lethal? Yeah. Then cycle the deck another time. Just keep going as long as we possibly can. All of it's getting us to the new cycle again. Discard. Gosh. Just getting rid of everything. Alright, that's lethal on you. We'll discard 2 cards. Go back to hand. Cast lethal on you. I could be managing the Eldritch Blessing and the Chalice of Evil every single fight as well, by the by. One of the reasons I'm not doing it is because the runs are already quite long. Get the Void out of the deck? I mean, I have no use for extra souls or essences at this point. Yeah, let's get the Void out of the deck. Alright, One Hit Wonder, what are you doing, eh? One, 2, 3, I should, though, make sure that I stop playing zero-cost cards when the Eldritch Entity is alive. That's a very good point, well made. Let's embrace our way through some cards. I'll redo. I was hoping to get the one that wanted to be discarded again. Massive payments our way through basically the whole rest of the deck. We can't discard. That one, I guess. That one, I guess. Let's play Void's Kiss with the cost lowering. Get redo. More cards back in hand. Especially cards that want to be discarded. Because, of course, those are the cards that we will have already discarded. Alright. Oh, I should have cast that at the... That would be so good. Oh, you dummy! It's okay. Oh, wow. You don't have taunt or anything like that, did I just... Oh, I did hit one. Actually, one? Yeah, it looks like I hit one trigger on someone else. Or maybe 2 triggers on someone else. Oh, there was Fortitude on some targets. Okay, so maybe it wasn't as lucky as that looked like it was. Oh dear. Yeah, this is a problem. Having a turn that doesn't have any discards. Oh, it's actually a huge problem. Uh-oh. Yeah, thanks. Doesn't really help, though. It's passage payments. And honestly, anything that is not Death's Embrace can get discarded there. Start setting up vulnerability on the mainline target. Why is my ability up now? I didn't think... Oh, it wasn't up last turn. That was what I was thinking of. You die to add 5 Banes in 2 dazes. I may need to leave the curse available for the next turn. Probably don't need to set up more vulnerability on you, though. Set it up over there. Yeah, I think I could reasonably kill both of you in the next 4 turns. Whew. That's a lot of damage. Jeez, Governor, that's a lot of pies. Just start with you. We start with the passage payment. And then I'm just trying to sift as many Banes out of there as I can. Get the Dazed out of hand when I can as well. Another Bane out. Okay. So Reap and Sow is not enough to kill you, but the second Reap and Sow would be enough to kill you. Definitely discard those. Am I on my 8th cast right now? If I am, then I cast the wrong card, my bad. I'm not! Cool. Okay, Reap and Sow. Ah! Why are we doing so much more damage? Oh, it wasn't even doing its... it wasn't even duping with the Death Strike before. That was what the problem was. Okay, well. Now it does. Okay. And its second cast would be 39, but that's because it's only casting once right now because I haven't got a bunch of triggers. Gosh, we're losing a lot of Void coins here, and I'm not getting a lot of corruption. Can I even get enough corruption next? I can't even get enough corruption to have the Chalice of Evil trigger this turn, giving us the extra redirects. I mean, I can kill you, and I will kill you. Drop that. Nice! Just in case we got 2 Void Kiss, which we did. It really seems like this is biasing towards a certain target. Oh, a random enemy will suffer damage equal to X. Okay, so I thought it was a random enemy will suffer damage equal to X for each card was shuffled. Yeah, I thought it was a random enemy will suffer, you know, X, this case 2 for each card reshuffled, right? So for each card reshuffled, a new random enemy will suffer the damage, but it seems that it's doing it all to the same one, which is a lot more usable. Banes, definitely. Again. Oops, played a 0-cost card on the wrong turn. Massive payment on our way through more Banes. There's Reap and Sow. That's good. Lethal if I want it. I can't think of too many reasons not to take lethal on offer. I can Purge and then try and play it again, but I don't have Death Strike up, so I may as well wait. Also, that does a bunch of damage to you immediately. Purge. God, is this actually going to be lethal this turn? I'd have... Yeah, it is. They get Death Strike on the first cast, and the second cast is enough. Good. Now, here's the thing. Do I care about One Hit Wonder at all? I don't really care about Knife in the Dark at all anymore. And I am... We can see that I'm not stacking enough Death Strike to do all this consistently yet. So that card probably is going out of the deck. Anything that on discard, as in when discarding this card, gives us a particularly good effect. Soul Kiss? But the 75 Rage I would want to use very late on. It's in here somewhere. Recur, sorry. Gain Corruption equal to the card's cost. There's not like a high cost card that I'm constantly trying to recur or anything like that here. If this recurred 2 cards, that'd be a pretty easy card to put in here too. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't really care about any of those. Maybe I just upgrade something like a Soul Block, blocks for more by base. Spirit Shield, so I can block while purging. Block isn't the thing that I'm missing. It's corruption and damage. Yeah, sure. Upgrade and Unleash Darkness, I guess. I already now have the Black Void Stone. The Black Void Stone's probably going to want to go in Death's Embrace. More discards, more draw, more everything, frankly. Gets us our redirects, gets us our sheds, it's all good. I actually don't think this fight helps me at all. There's very little... Yeah, I don't get any reward from it that's worthwhile, so I'm just going to leave. Pinky in the Birth Pit. The boss gets temporarily buffed when targeted with attacks, so knowing when to back off and when to focus on her gradually growing minions is key. Okay, and then that set up the energy to be saved on redirect. Good. Just pop Passage there. Drop the cards I know I'm not going to play in the first cycle. And then get some cards back. Not ideal. Not necessarily ideal cards we've gotten back, I don't think. I'm gonna play Collection Plate, and then just purge almost everything. everything? Almost everything, I think. Because now I get to 5 out of 5 energy the next turn I'm holding with a shield. I've got Void's Kisses still left in the deck, so quite reasonable. They are going to want to be played. And then you got Death's Embrace, Death's Embrace. Yeah, I'm probably reaching the other Death's Embrace this turn as well. Kiss. Kiss. Death's Embrace. A card is costing 1 less right now. Do I cast Wither Shield? I think so. Do it on one of the targets that actually is going to attack or is attempting to attack at the absolute least. Redo some cards back into hands. Keep Death Embracing. Battlecry does look pretty good right now. I could even play it, actually. Let's Void Coin the Death Embrace and then purge this one. Battlecry. Just gonna get rid of Knife in the Dark. Oh, and a Void Coin, which is then gonna get rid of another Void Coin, which is gonna cycle the deck. Not really what I intended to do at the end there, but sure. Hey, that did redirect damage split amongst enemies. Okay, so it's just... And we knew that it split before that as well. It's just... It really seems to get a stick in its jaw. Specifically with respect to the rightmost target. It seems to always be the rightmost target that it biases towards there. Okay, let's use a Void Coin to discard a Void Coin. Okay, so we don't have as much discard this turn as I would have liked. With the shield, I guess let's take target again. I'll Knife in the Dark you 2 times. 2 times? 2. Get him real vulnerable. Start setting him up for the Reap and Sow situation. Just constantly discarding cards. And then that one. That one too. Purge. We've got the Death Strike up. Good. Nice. We're about to get a second charge of... Wait. Hang on. I just discarded for... I thought you were... Let's get rid of a Death Charge. And then a Void Coin, I guess. Okay, and that did get 2 charges from that. Weird. Alright. Which means purging this now is enough to get my second Death Strike, so I can go bop bop. Then filter 2 cards. Getting some more corruption the whole time. We'll save an energy by going another bop bop. I actually might... Oh, no, I can't leave damage in there. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do. Even with Death's Embrace right now, I'm not going to be able to draw and keep any of the damage. That's okay. We've got Death's Embrace and Void Coins, so we may actually just be able to draw back to... Hey, Reap and Sow, exactly. That was not the card I was looking to cast there either. I'm glad that I'm not dying to any of the mouse misfires here. Got it. Alright, Pinky. 2 upgrade points, I think. Yeah. Yep. The difficulty is figuring out what to do with them. So the only thing I need is more corruption more quickly. gosh. What's missing from this deck is just draw, really. That's the big missing thing. Turn 6 onwards, start with Rage 50%. Yeah, I mean, they'll be fine. Void starts with 20% damage taken. So that is... like 140? Not bad. During the Void fight, start each turn with Overcharge 1, increase your max energy by 1. That's going to smooth out a lot of our energy problems. Puppet Master is going to be a rough fight for us, but I still think we have to take it if we're going to give ourselves the best opportunity of winning against the Void. Shed. Redirect. So we just need to make sure Banes aren't in our hand when we get late. Don't have any reason to want to battle cry you right now, right? I don't think so. 2 copies of redo. Oh. That's gonna hit Bane a lot of the time, though, is the thing. I think I just need to discard as many cards as I can before I play it again. And good. It didn't that time. Weird Kiss, Death Embrace. Should probably get more Void Coins here, I guess. Purge. Void Coins. And I guess just discard that. It's fine. Yeah, I'll leave the Sift for the next turn. So that I can try and target things like Banes. Okay. Speaking of, out of here. Use Death's Embrace, get rid of 2 more Banes. Another Death's Embrace to get rid of a... Do I want to get rid of Void Coins just yet? No, because if I have a deck full of Void Coins, they're usually rough, but as long as they all trigger a discard, a draw discard, a hand with all of them is still just quite defensible for me. That's actually a pretty good energy game there, though. Yeah, let's Reap and Sow 2 times this time. Also pretty good for getting more Banes out of the draw pile. Oh, so, and when I said 2 times this turn, I mean 4 times this turn. Nice. Cast the Death's Embrace. Get rid of Void Coins. Get rid of Void Coins. Get rid of Unleash Darknesses. Get rid of Void Coins. Definitely intentionally sift out as many Banes again. I could keep the enemy vulnerable by throwing the Knives in the Dark here. Force Draw 3 is your next act. Ah, right, because you're trying to force us to draw Banes? I'm still probably going to be able to... I'm still definitely going to be able to defend very well next turn, so I'm not even going to Battle Cry in response to that. I'm going to purge another card, getting myself the Death Strike so that I can Knife in the Dark. And then, heck, I'll just cast it again for a little bit more vulnerability, even though it doesn't get Death Strike that time. Void Coin. Oof. Well, less than I thought it was going to do. Let's use this to discard a Void Coin. And I guess a Soul Block. Nice, we did get to a Death's Embrace, that's what I needed. I just wanted to get to the ability to discard more cards, get more Corruption. Corruption gain. Corruption gain. Okay. Corruption gain, Purge. Drops that for another Corruption gain. So I could reap and sow 2 times this turn. Honestly, it rebounds. I don't even need to cast it 2 times this turn. I can just play it once, get it back in hand, burn the Banes, and then hold. Yeah. I like that. I like that. All right, Death's Embrace. Care to get me some more corruption by discarding obvious cards for it? Let's get rid of those 2 void coins. Get rid of 2 more Banes. Oh, another Unleash Darkness. Great. Oh wait, that's redirect. I'm really not getting corruption fast enough for the death gauge over there. Okay. God, I don't think I would be able to either. It's fine. $48 incoming damage. Passage payment and discard a bunch of cards. Nice. Get ourselves to a Death's Embrace, which then discards void coins, and we just keep going. I shouldn't play with my food too long. Not when we already know the outcome. It takes us about 6 turns to actually warm up to really dealing big damage. Let's go Spider Nest, I think. All right, Void Spiders. I'm gonna double shed, redirect. Good opener for the fights right there. Let's start Death's Embracing cards that give us things when they're discarded. We'll redo, bring them back. Nice. Discard those cards again. Do I want to get rid of it? I mean, you know, I slow my draw by not getting rid of it, so I'll just get rid of it right now then. There's the Void Kiss, good. Battlecry, Void Kiss this turn, both pretty essential. Let's Void Kiss, Battlecry, and then that makes Passage Payment playable. Oh, I really didn't want to discard that card. All right. That really helped lower the incoming damage in the next turn, because otherwise, yikes. Loses a frenzy each time it's a target of attack. We don't really target enemies with attacks is the thing. Makes that a little bit of a problem for us. Okay, let's burn a void coin and oh god, anything else? There's a soul block. Use that to drop another void coin, which will then drop a Unleash Darkness. Discard pile is now Unleash Darkness soul block. Problem is, I really wanted to get to a Death's Embrace. Didn't manage to get to one that turn. Redo didn't really make much sense because of that. Get Void Kiss and Wither Shield out there, I guess. Some decent Death Strike. Also probably not too far from just killing a target with the Death Strike in the Reap and Sow right now. Yeah, Reap and Sow actually kills the mainline target and then probably kills another target after. That's pretty good. Oh my god. I could kill 2 of you now? Okay. That's deeply appealing to me. Discard even more cards. That battle cry is really, really good. I probably shouldn't get rid of it. I really wanted to, though. So currently we're 0 costing something. Discard pile has... Well, I'll probably open with a Reap and Sow now, then. Sure. Get rid of 2 Unleashed Darknesses, and then another Unleashed Darkness. Making Reap and Sow even more powerful. I'll leave the healthiest one on the board. Well, sorry, the least healthy one on the board, because I know I can kill it later easily. Knife in the Dark isn't even far from killing right now. But the thing is, I do want to leave one on the board. Ideally, I wanted to leave 2 on the board. Because killing them all on the same turn doesn't finish the battle progress. Do I want to decrease your incoming damage against us? No, I'm just going to gain as much corruption as I can with that turn. And energy, to be clear. Cycle through the draw pile. It's not impossible that I already have lethal this turn. Well, I say already. That I can get lethal this turn is probably how I should have phrased that, because that's the... that's actually probably true. Okay. Reap and Sow. Oh my god, redo. Extra energy. Another Reap and Sow. Get rid of whatever. Alright. Knife in the Dark for exact lethal, we win. Spellbook, we have Retaliate as well. Gain 50% rage for each creature currently planning an attack action. Draw 3, discard 3 might ultimately be better for this final fight. We get to cast it half as often. Casting it half as often is really unappealing. But it saves us from the turns that Curse doesn't save us from. This is proactive, this is reactive. Do I need to be more proactive or reactive in the next fight? Probably proactive. I think we're powerful enough to be proactive. Strength Potion, Draw Potion. We draw an additional card every turn. Oh, hell yeah. Health Potion for no reason. Exploding Bottle, Crippling Potion. Let's have a look at the deck just in case there was something I was going to sub out or in for this final fight that I'd forgotten about. I did not. Let's go. Seven out of 7 energy here on the first turn. Oh, yeah. There's Battle Cry as well. Okay, we're going to obviously shed. We'll redirect. I'm gonna play Battle Cry before I just don't for some reason. I didn't take the other card out of the deck. Knife in the Dark. I probably would have taken Knife in the Dark out of the deck and put in just another card to discard for an Unleashed Darkness to discard for more corruption. Yeah, that would have been the ideal way to go with that. Let's get Void Kiss out there. Redo to get some more cards back in hand, which I can then discard. You. passage payment as well. Ooh. Void Kiss is the final card in the deck, but I really want it as soon as I can get it. All right, we're ready for it next turn then. 3 threat incoming. I'm terrified. Definitely play up Void's Kiss as soon as we can. Exhaustion. Automatically discard at the end of the turn. Go play. Fancy that. You're going to add a Remorse. Oof. They're giving us cards that we really do want to discard, but we're discarding them for no benefit, so... don't know how much I really want them. Alright. Start Death's Embracing again. If I had something that was like, every time you discard a card, or every 5th time you discard a card, gain a corruption, like that would actually be so good for us, so fast for us. Void coin to void coin, get a darkness out of there, void coin to void coin, dropping a... Oh, I might get the... Yeah, no, I'll drop that. Play the Death's Embrace. Get those. Nice. Alright, Reap and Sow now has a good target. Okay. Still not lethal on you. Let's definitely get past the exhaustion. And I guess now another Unleashed Darkness. I should also probably sift and just get rid of an Unleashed Darkness now too. Otherwise I'm just spending a lot of time not using my spell for no real benefit for myself, unfortunately. Okay. Should I Death's Embrace? Yeah. The ultimate question is, what do I discard with it, though? You're gonna add another exhaustion? Yikes. I don't want any of them. I need to purge more cards to actually try and gain energy here. Thank you for letting me cycle that draw pile. Let's keep going. Oh, Reap and Sow's back. Good. It's the card we'd really want to maybe multiplay this turn. Maybe multiplay this turn 2 times. Purge. Purge. Go to Unleashed Darkness is there, then a Remorse. And finish off the Void Tosh. Unleashed Darkness out of there. One of the big good things that's actually happening here is while I'm killing the minions, I'm actually ramping up my corruption, and my corruption's not going to be reset when we actually go into the void fight. So I'm going to go into the void fight with a lot of corruption, so it's actually going to be a lot faster. It's a ramp deck, certainly. Well, I mean, we should definitely get rid of those. I have time, though. Fine, we'll get rid of the first one there. Adding another exhaustion? Gosh, you are relentless, friend. Oof. Start getting some new draw piles. Start sifting past other related cards. It's got a card in hand. Cool, it's fine. It's got that fine. 2. Did none of... Wait a second. I just discarded Unleashed Darkness. Why did I not increase the Chalice? Something weird's going on with that. Purge. Keep reaping sow. Purge. Purge. Play the Reap and Sow and get a Remorse out of the deck as well as the Exhaustion. That sets us up to now play the Knife in the Dark before another Reap and Sow. Alright. 50 Corruption. The enemy suddenly manages a lot of damage instantaneously. I feel like we're in the clean streets. Gonna murder you easily. Leaving ourselves with the ability still to play this Reap and Sow. Good. Let's go down that. That's got that for us. How much? I'm not gonna have enough corruption for any sort of multicasting, right? I don't think. I have to purge 3 more cards. Oh, I could do that. No, I can't. Void Coin can't do it. Purge, purge. Deal a hit to you. So I'll get rid of Void Coin, because that'll draw us a card. All the way down to another passage payment. Now that I've already rebound the other card back to hand, I think I then want to play the Knife in the Dark to actually get the enemy vulnerable. Next turn, they'll get even more vulnerable with the Sifting. Oh no, wait, because they reduce it by 3 each turn as well, so we'd actually want to put vulnerability on it at the same turn that we intend to do a bunch of damage. Which is now, to be fair, to us. So did none of that contribute towards my Death Strike? I just discarded 2 cards there. They both gave us a corruption. I also cast my spell, which gave us corruption. Maybe I didn't have Death Strike at the end of the last turn? I'm not watching that closely enough, I think. Because every time I think it's not doing it, I look across and it is. Which is indicating Pedcac. Pedcac is when the problem exists between... between computer and keyboard. Or chair and keyboard. Probably chair and keyboard, right? Still gonna reflect in the hand. Good. Get rid of those 2. Enemies ready for it. Good. Death Embrace. Still just looking to get as much... Well, now I have to purge 2 cards just to get the corruption to actually be able to do it. Fine. Let's purge those 2 cards and then just hit him again. I was trying to look for a solution there where we got to discard more Unleashed Darknesses. Or even play Unleashed Darknesses. Although this is not an attacking turn, because the enemy is currently... it's not an attacking turn because the enemy is not vulnerable, and I can't really make them vulnerable effectively. Like, I could make them vulnerable, but I can't do it effectively, you know? Like there. And then what damage? I guess these. I don't know, maybe I do it. 7 damage right now. But you set up for... you set up for decent damage. I mean, I can't do anything else this turn, so... why not? And that vulnerability stays on for you next turn. Because we actually put enough there. Do I cast this one, or do I just Void Coin to get energy and corruption? I think I'll do the Void Coin to get energy corruption as well as a little bit of defense there. Because I wonder if I have the ability now to use Reap and Sow for basically lethal. I mean, there's not much preamble that has to happen before it except for getting a point of corruption. So let's get a point of corruption then. Let's embrace to discard. I mean, I'll keep the exhaustions in hand until the next cycle, because if I discard them now, then I just pick them up next cycle. So I might as well pick up things that I can purge. There we go. We're in a new cycle. To purge 3 cards right now. Okay, finally got our Death Strike. Unfortunately, I don't have Death Strike on the second casting of this. Although it is already lethal. Boom. We did it. Oh, we found a way to gain defense while we were doing everything else. Oh, man. If I had a faster corruption gain engine there, we would have been off to the races. One thing that could have given us a faster corruption engine gain was the unceasing thing that I turned down in order to be able to sift an extra card each turn. It's worth noting, if I didn't sift an extra card every turn with that, I wouldn't have actually had... Wait, hang on. I wouldn't have had enough souls? For what? There's... Can I... Let's go to the compendium. Do I have the ability to look at a past run? Here? No. I may not. Which is fine, but I should have used some time on the final screen to demonstrate what I was talking about, which is... I don't know how the path of taking Unceasing Gear and then trying to generate just block without having to use any energy each turn would have done. I suspect it would have done a little bit better in the end game, but a little bit worse in the interim. And maybe it would have done so much worse in the interim that it killed us. But it didn't. Instead, we've killed the Void yet again. For the moment, my name's Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Vault of the Void. There is a playlist. Oh, wait a second. Wait just 1 second. I'm about to give myself 20 seconds here to do the rest of the outro. Because this only runs for 20 seconds before it shuts the broadcast off. So my name's Rhapsody. Name of the game has been Vault of the Void. There are playlists currently displayed on the screen for the series, as well as a YouTube recommendation, and the ability to support the Republic on Patreon if you'd like, as well as the names of those who've been supporting at or above the $10 tier. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.